subscribe to Drowsy and Steve.
Hello everybody and welcome to, this is definitely our last home match preview of the season. We did it, I didn't see it coming, Paul reckons he did from day one. If we believe it or not, we'll wait and see. But this Saturday, Luton Town's coming to the stadium tonight for the first leg of the playoff semi-final. Of course, there is a chance we could be going back to the Prem.
Jesus, back-to-back promotions. We could be the only one of one of four teams, including us if we dig it, that have done back-to-back promotions. I think it was Watford was one of them, Norwich, and I'm sure it was Southampton. Correct us if I'm wrong in the comments below. Right, before we get on with the rest of the video, we never do this on this, and he is fuming that I'm going to have to ask you, but we're going to do a light target on a match preview. He's fuming.
Nah.
I tell you what, I'll make it a bit easy. 70 likes on this video, that's all, that's it.
Right, so first things first, obviously we've got to briefly talk about Monday. We went to Preston with 6,000 of us in the ground.
6,000, Wearside is raw!
Or just below 6,000 was in the ground, and God knows how many people outside of the ground. We went there just with one aim in hand, and that was to get the 3 points. We did it in style. Bit of a flat first half, but the second half, wow.
You were right, Stephen, about that being a flat first half. Me and you were saying it was all Preston for the first 10 minutes. But we did slowly get back into the game come the back end of the first half. And then the second half, literally, it was just all us. We had all the possession. Yeah. One player who's coming out with a lot of credit, even though he didn't score, was Ekwa.
Yes.
He's through ball.
It was tremendous. I mean,
it was unbelievable.
the last three games in a row, even though he's come off the pitch at various times, normally around the 65th minute. I've myself included, and Paul, and I've seen a lot of other people on socials not discussing how they thought he was the best player on the pitch until he got removed, which just goes to show. I mean, I remember when his first game came on, and everyone was loads of people getting, "Oh, he's not ready." He's shining now, he's shining, and for me, he's got to start on Saturday.
100%, totally agree with it. There was a few times, for our first goal for Ahmad's, he picks the ball up, and I was saying, look, the movement's slow, and he just does a little burst forward.
There's somewhere to go.
Lays the ball off to the side, and then we score from that.
If you remember seeing our stream, I was watching the flash scores. I was watching Bet365 on my phone, and we had the match on, which was a bit delayed, and I was just jumping all over.
That brings up another thing, Stephen. I was swearing. I think we're going to have to put a swear jar on our live streams, just the lives.
I can't afford it.
I can't afford it either. Hopefully, we've got Wembley coming up and all.
If we had a swear jar from the start of the season, I'd be able to afford Wembley, no bother.
We really would have. But I think we're going to have to knock it on the head a bit, because that live stream was something else.
Can I just also point out that you were the worst?
I
was. You were the worst.
I was.
I do have a bit of a potty mouth every now and again, but you were absolutely terrible. Especially when it's games where we get a little bit stressed, or there's a little bit, oh my God. I mean, we were keeping an eye on three games really on Monday, and you were fucking, there's me swearing there. You know what I mean? But you were using the naughty words and everything.
Oh no, I think we were balancing each other. We're winding each other up. Right, Stephen, we'll quickly talk about the goals. Ahmad's, it was a misplaced pass by Roberts, and then Ahmad, first time, didn't even think about it.
Back towards Jallo. Oh my word!
I mean, it was a lovely layoff by the Preston player. It was a lovely layoff. Couldn't have been any better. Ahmad couldn't have wished for anything better. And he just hit it, curled. It was too high for the keeper, just below the bar. Unreal. But that is Ahmad.
Oh, I know. And he did hint that he wouldn't mind coming back.
Well, he said maybe we'll see. Maybe I come back.
Aye.
Right, don't you tease us like that.
I know, I did it.
Because if you don't,
I'll be devastated.
Look, I'm not going to get too carried away with that yet.
No.
We've got him for another 2 games at least, hopefully 3, and then we've just got to see what happens. But we need to focus on these 2 games against Luton first before we start discussing, who's going to stay, who's going to go, who's going to come in, and things like that.
That was quickly Clark's goal as well.
Again. Jacques!
That was another good goal in Pritchard.
Jack Clark, they're pouring forward here. It's Pritchard who...
He scored an absolute belter of a goal.
From what Pritchard gave the keeper the eyes, didn't he?
He did.
He gave the keeper the eyes as if he was going to go round onto that post, and he went, I'll just put it that way.
Oh, it was unreal.
The keeper was just...
he was rooted, wasn't he? He was rooted.
And then Jack Clark was just a full-on Jack Clark-esque goal. Sprint forward, cut in, curl it in. It's just what he does. And just on Jack Clark, obviously he's been heavily linked with Brentford and Crystal Palace are sniffing around him. But what news came out today, don't know how truthful it is, because obviously I haven't spoken to the club myself, but Sunderland's looking to tie down an extended contract, a new contract with Jacques this summer to fend off any interest like that.
Good.
So that is good.
Potentially good news.
Potentially good news.
But looking at the game on Saturday, Stephen, our 5 kick-off, like you've just informed us, I didn't even know. Got me tickets, but I still didn't even know it was our 5 kick-off. The game is going to be a hard game. The last 4 games we've played with Luton, we've drew them all 1-1.
Every single one.
And
I mean, granted, there's been a big gap between the first 2 and the second 2, but still.
Oh, you know. Our home form, it really isn't the best.
It's not, but
we're down in 16th for home form.
But we're on a 9-game unbeaten run.
True.
Which, yes, to us that sounds brilliant. Luton are on a 14-game unbeaten run.
And the second in the league for away form. No, overall form, 20 games.
Yeah. Well, there is. I mean, like, they finished third this league, and like, we've said it loads of times throughout the season that Luton are they're just minding their own business. They're not getting spoke about. They're not getting involved in any drama, but they're just going up and up and up and up, and they finished third on 80 points.
Outstanding.
Like I say, 14 games unbeaten, winning 8 of them, drawing 6 of them, and they took the foot off the gas the last however many games because they'd already secured third.
There was a lot of first teamers who weren't even in the squad against Hull. Like you were saying now, but a lot of people were mentioning Middlesbrough's going to catch Sheffield United in year. I remember
I said it as well
weeks ago. But look at Luton, they're just slowly but surely winning. Not by many goals, but they're still getting 3 points. All like you said, they're unbeaten in 14 games, man.
Well, they are, but I mean, look, Luton, they're a brilliant team. They get the job done. I mean, like some of the players who were actually rested on thinking, but like Carlton Morris is one of the best strikers in the league this season. He's got 20 goals and 7 assists. Elijah Adebayo, that's the only names I'm saying of him. He's got another 5 middle names, which I'm not going to use because I couldn't pronounce them. Yeah, he's got 7 goals and 4 assists now, but the 7 goals might not seem a lot, but he's got most of them towards the back end of the season, so he's finishing the season strong, which could be dangerous for us. And I'm also going to mention Tom Lockyer. He's a centre-back, and he's got 3 goals this season, but that means he comes up and he gets goals off set pieces, corners or free kicks, which we love defending them, don't we?
No, Doherty and Clark as well, I'll quickly mention them. They've got like 4 assists apiece, so it's like you say, Stephen, they're very organised at the back.
They are. They don't concede a lot,
many.
but they don't also score. They've got the joint second best defence in the league. They're only joint second with Sheffield United. Burnley's the only one that's got a better one than them. They've only scored 57 goals this season. We've got 68. So they don't score many, but they don't concede many either.
Well, I watched the game where they won against Middlesbrough. They beat them 2-1 at their place.
Yeah.
I honestly thought Middlesbrough were unlucky in that game. I thought they should have probably ended up being there. They were the better team, I'm not going to lie. Luton got a penalty, which never was a penalty. And the second half, Middlesbrough were just peppering them.
Things to look forward to, obviously. Yes, they might not concede many, but they don't score many. However, our attack and play, I think it's got every team in the league's worried about our attack and play because we're unpredictable and we're capable of certain bits of magic, which we've seen so many times this season. Let's say we are the joint 4th highest goal scorers in this league. There's only Burnley, Sheffield United, and Borough is the top 3, and then we're joint 4th with Swansea on 68. So we can create goals out of nothing, which we've done so many times.
Oh.
So I think it is going to be a tough game because Luton are very well organised. They're very good at going forward and they're very good defensively. But
I agree with you there, Stephen, with our front 3, and our Geldard's up there, and he does do a lot of work.
Like front 4 then, aye?
Like front 4, like with that front 4, I think we can trouble any team in the league. We've proven it. Preston are a decent team, you know, and we went and battered them there, 3-0. So I know they didn't have much to play for, but still, you still got to beat them.
Look, listen to what I've just said there. With the joint 4th highest scores in the league this season, and we've only had a striker for 1/3 of the frigging season. That's going to give credit to frigging Ahmad, Roberts, Clark. Even Gellert when he's come in, if the players that we've got who've scored, we've got goals all over the pitch, and you've got to give credit to them. And Tony Mowbray for the way he's organised them and the way he's basically just said to them, he's basically said just go out and express yourselves, and they do, and it's a joy to watch. It really is. I mean, oh fuck off. Regardless, my notes have gone. I'm going a cappella, right? Regardless of what happens in this playoff semi-finals. It's been an amazing season to watch, and like hopefully we've got another game after these 2 games. But look, I'm nervous, but I'm also looking forward to it, and I can't wait for Saturday.
Our front 3, and like obviously with Geldard and all, I'm starting to enjoy watching Ekwer play. I think he's so cool just in front of the back 3. The only thing I would be worried about is being susceptible to counter-attack, because there was plenty.
Someone's got word of the day toilet roll.
There was plenty of times where in the Preston game, we lost possession further up the pitch and they counted us and we had literally one person.
Yeah, there was
literally one person there. And I was
quite a few times.
Few times. What was it? McCann threw on goal. All he had to do is pull in the bottom corner, he puts it wide. And that was at 0-0. So we got off for that one. But looking at it, on Saturday, Stephen,
I think we'll be a bit more organised on Saturday.
Oh, we've got to be.
I think I think against Preston we'll kind of just go for it. There was
nothing to lose on
forward. Bit of a downer about the obviously you know me and him's not going to even try and pick the squad, pick the team because we always get it wrong. But
pointless.
It doesn't look as though Cirkin's going to be involved now for the rest of the season. We haven't had no official news of it, but after the game on against Preston, they said that his ankle had ballooned up like mad, and he couldn't really put much weight on it. So that's not good. Gooch has also went off injured against Preston. So I was about to say we'll wait until Mowbray's press conference and he'll tell us, but he won't.
He doesn't.
So you know, I don't know what the crack is with them. Hopefully, it's just swelled up and he's put some frozen peas on and it's went back down and he's going to be fine. Yeah. But like I say, it's not good at all. No. Obviously, we don't know about the rumours about Ballard potentially back for the playoffs. But like I say,
to God,
we don't know. I hope so as well.
Gooch picking up little niggles. He would be a lifesaver basically, wouldn't he?
Yeah, definitely.
Especially at the back, like you say, Stephen, with no point of us even trying to predict the lineup. I'd probably gone with the same lineup if players are fit.
Yeah, but like I say, with Circle being injured, we
didn't know.
Look, Sunderland have had one of them seasons. We've still managed to make the playoffs, and we've had the most horrendous injury hit season from on all over the pitch. Really,
we have. There was a tweet. Well, sorry,
no, sorry.
There was a tweet I done a couple of weeks ago. It was when one of our players were out injured, and I just said it's meant to be, innit? No, like meaning we've been ravished with injuries all season long, and we still find ourselves in the playoffs, which is outstanding. Credit to Mowbray and all for trying to put this team together to win games.
Right, exactly.
You know what I mean?
He must be looking, thinking, right. He's there, like he's got like 6 different jigsaws, and he's just got them all pieces. Right, can he fit there? Can he fit there? How about if we chop this bit off and glue that on? We'll fit that there. But hey, it bloody works.
It does,
We're in the playoffs. But playoffs 2 years in a row.
They won't whinge about now, really.
Damn right not. And if you do, grow up.
They cannot do, are we?
No, definitely not.
Speakman, what he's done, you can see he's made mistakes, but look, we're in the playoffs. Why can you whinge about them? You know what I mean? I've seen a few daft things.
Like we've both said, it's been a frigging brilliant season to watch.
Unbelievable.
Thoroughly enjoyed, and regardless where we are next season, I can't bloody wait.
And Stephen, Wembley, obviously I'd done a little video last night. Who do you think, quickly, do you reckon?
I'm not saying.
You don't want to say it?
I'm not saying.
About Middlesbrough and Coventry, do you reckon that who will come through that game?
I don't know.
It's so tight.
I'll tell you what though, like Middlesbrough also, like Middlesbrough and Coventry going into the playoffs, like people are saying, yeah, but their form's not as good because like Coventry couldn't have took the foot off the gas, but Borough have. But Borough still had like 70% possession against Coventry.
I know.
Borough are brilliant. Carrick's got them playing brilliant football, and they've got Akpom, who's got Player of the Year in the Championship this season. I think he's also the Championship top goal scorer this season.
28.
So look, I think for me, Middlesbrough Coventry, my money's on Borough.
Right.
Me pretend money.
We're skinned.
It's going on. But I think Borough's going to make it through that one. And obviously, I want us to get through. And I think we've got as good a chance as any. But I wouldn't be surprised if both of these games are tight. I wouldn't be surprised if it goes on the penalties to see who goes in the final.
You know what? I think it will be similar, like you've just said there, with Middlesbrough and Coventry and all. I think the 4 teams are very evenly matched.
Yeah.
Maybe our
except the 3 teams in the playoffs have got 3 of the best strikers in the league.
Aye.
And actually, we've got the best striker in the league, but he's been bloody injured.
I know. Well, listen, Ahmad scored 13 goals. You know, like you say, he started the season off slow.
Clark's on 11 or something, isn't he? In the league, 11 goals and 11 assists or something.
Like that. They're digging well.
Listen, we've got goals. We've got goals. And anyway, and we've got 09 at the back, so you know what I mean.
Right, with that, Stephen, moving on, we're going to go on score predictions. At the stadium, light. I'll go on first, because I've done a video last night, I've already done it, so I may as well just tell you now.
I didn't watch it. So
well, you better watch it.
I've watched the beginning of it, then I got bored, so I turned it off.
You disgrace you.
I put I'm a celeb on.
I've gone for the Sunderland 2-0 win. I know, I contradict myself in the video what I've done, because I said Luton are really good away, they're unbeaten in 14, we're terrible at home, we're only unbeaten in 9, but it's still really good. And then I went Sunderland 2-0. So what do you reckon? I've got to get these the 3, right?
Well, you're not going
to join it.
Well, to draw with us.
Aye.
But look, I'm going to say, I think this home game, obviously, taking everything into consideration, our home form isn't always the best. I'm expecting a sold-out crowd. Obviously, like a lot of people have been doing it online, but yesterday and all through today, even when we came around here tonight to do the video, there's still queues going out right round the ticket office. There was queues down past the ELS
Aye, that's
shop earlier on.
So,
well, no, it's not, because obviously the season ticket holders have got their seat reserved, but non-season ticket holders are still able to go and buy the other seats that aren't season tickets.
are they?
Oh, aye.
I thought they didn't release them Thursday.
No, that's when if you haven't got your season ticket seat,
right, okay.
it gets released to anybody after
Oh.
Thursday. But like, I'm expecting a big crowd on Saturday. It's a
definitely.
Saturday tea time. No one's at work, so no one's got any excuse.
I hope it's
and you've got to get
49.
behind the lads and try and cheer them on best we can. I'm going to go for a very conservative. I'm going for 1-1. I'm going to go for the 5th 1-1 in a row, and then I think we're going to do them at their place.
Oh, so you think it's 1-1? Yeah, listen, I can't argue. Both teams are very evenly matched. I think
both teams have got goals in them. Both teams defend well.
But the other thing is, Stephen, apart from Morris, they haven't got a really. I know Adebayo finished the season strong, but they haven't got really many goals in the team. But they still managed to find themselves on 80 points.
I say, like they haven't scored all that many, but they haven't conceded a lot. So
you're right.
they've picked up a lot of 1-0 wins and a lot of things like that. But hey, it works.
Last couple of seasons, they've been. I think they finished. I'm not sure where they finished.
They were in the playoffs last year.
Every year they've progressed and they've got better and better. So
look, you've got to give credit to Luton. I mean, honestly, they've got a brilliant manager. They've got a very close-knit squad who's playing for each other. They played brilliant football this season. And look, if they weren't playing us, I'd say all the best of them. But maybe better luck next year, Luton.
With that, Stephen, is there anything else you'd like to add? Quickly tell them about the football match on Sunday.
Yeah.
The charity, what you do, we're going to be doing.
Yeah, we've mentioned it a few times in previous videos, but it's this Sunday. So when you wake up on Sunday and you're in the morning, you're hungover. I won't be, because I'm saving myself for the match. I'm playing in a charity football match for the Salvation Army Swans Lodge versus Amber's Law at the First Cloud Arena, which used to be Mariners Park. It's where South Shields play their games. There's going to be some ex-professionals also playing in the game. I'm playing. Paul's going to be there. He's going to be doing like a vlog of the day, speaking to the people who's playing the matches, and speak to you in the crowd as well if you come along. I guarantee it'll be a good laugh, because I'm fat and I'm rather unfit, so it should be quite a good giggle. But look, come along. There's entertainment as well for the kids. I do believe I found out that Donald Duck and Mickey Mouse are going to be there.
Oh, man, I'll interview
and
them.
there's for the kids, there's a penalty shootout on at half time, and there's other bits of entertainment on and things like that. So if you can get yourselves along,
dare ask me to go on a penalty shootout at half time.
Well, you're the same size as all the kids, so you could easily snuggle in there. You know what I mean? But no, I come along if you've got now today.
Come along anyway and support this charities.
Yeah, two great charities. It's free entry, but there's different ways of someone's waved at us. There's different ways of donating if you wish inside the ground. But aye.
So is that about it? Well, we'll be digging a vlog of the game on Saturday as well.
Oh yeah, you come and see us.
Come see us at the Stat Show. Actually, we might go mooching about if we're there earlier.
I wonder if our number one fan, Josh Fusion's going to be here, like he was last year.
Aye. Well, he put something on Twitter, didn't he? He says, I might try and get to a couple of the games.
Aye.
So we might see him. And anyway, hit the thumbs up
And subscribe if you're new. How are the lads?